So hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video we are going to discuss about data visualization, various types of data visualization, then significance of data visualization and what can be the various challenges in data visualization. Let's understand about data visualization at first. It is a crucial aspect of machine learning that enables analysts to understand and make sense of data patterns, relationships, and trends. Through data visualization, insights and patterns in data can be easily interpreted and communicated to a wider audience, making it a critical component of machine learning. So now let's understand what is the significance of machine learning. So we know that data visualization helps machine learning analysts to better understand and analyze complex data sets by presenting them in easily understandable format. Data visualization is an essential step in data preparation and analysis as it helps to identify outliers, trends, patterns in data that may be missed by the other form of analysis. So, with the increasing availability of big data, it has become more important than ever to use data visualization techniques to explore and understand the data. Machine learning algorithms works best when they have high quality and clean data. And data visualization also help to identify and remove if there is any inconsistency or anomaly in the data. So now let's discuss about the various types of data visualization approaches. So the very first and the basic one is the line charts. So in a line chart, each data point is represented by a point on the graph itself, and these points are connected by a line. So we may find various patterns in data by using this. We may identify the trends using this in the data across the time series data. So in this case, suppose if we are having a graph like this in which we are having data from 2010 to 2015, then 2015 to 2020, and 2020 to 2025, and so on. And here suppose along this y-axis we are having certain ratio figures. Then the line charts are like this, representing certain lines of data. So it can represent like this. Various parameters are being represented over this. And next we have scatter plots. So when we talk of scatter plots, it is basically quick and efficient method of displaying the relationship between the two variables like x and y variables, where x is on the x-axis and y along the y-axis. Each data point in a scatter plot is presented by a point. So it looks like this, where we are having various points. And we use these scatter plots to visualize the data and to find the patterns, scatter plots, clusters, and outlier detection. So we can use in this case the scatter plots. The next one is bar charts. So talking of bar charts, they are common way of displaying categorical data. So like we have categories like suppose male, female, and others category, then they can be represented using a bar chart like this, where we can having male, female, and others over here. The ratio of male female is represented along here. So in this case, the height of the bar indicates the frequency or the proportion of a particular category in the data. They are useful in comparing various categories. And next we have box plots in the series. So when we talk of box plots, these are graphical representation of distribution of a set of data. In a box plot, the median is there, which shows the line inside the box, while the center box will represent range of the data. So when we talk of these box plots, they look like having certain figures like this. Suppose we are taking a iris data set in which we are having species. Suppose along this we are having sepal length. So in this data set, iris data set, we have sepal length, sepal width, um, petal length and petal width. So along this, suppose the ratio of petal length, sorry, sepal length 16 and so on. And here we are having various categories like virginica, versicolor, setosa and so on. So here the values look like this. And here this is the mean, which is representing inside the box, and these are the whiskers. So along this, if there is a whisker, there is any point on the whisker which is lying outside the box, this is known as an outlier. So these are very much useful for excluding the outliers. So the whisker extend from the box to the highest and the lowest values in the data, but it is excluding the outliers. Similarly, we can have other, like we can have tree maps. We can also have heat maps. So talking of heat maps, they are nothing else, they are just a type of graphical representation that displays data in a matrix format like this, having certain values at this point, 30, 10, 5 and so on, and along the x-axis and y-axis there are particular parameters. So basically data is represented in the form of a matrix in this case. The value of the data point of each matrix cell represent a hue value. These are often used to visualize the correlation between the various variables or the time series data. Then we have tree maps. So these tree maps are used to display hierarchical data in a compact form. So as we know that trees represents hierarchy, so these are representing hierarchical data in a compact format and are useful in showing the relationship between different levels of hierarchy. So now let's discuss various uses of data visualization. The first one is identify trends and patterns in the data. It may be challenging to spot the trends and patterns in data using conventional approaches, but data visualization is very useful in this case. It is also used to communicate insight to the stakeholders in a format that is easily understandable and can support decision making process. It is also useful to monitor the machine learning models in the real time. The data quality is also improved when the data is represented visually. And then we have a few challenges in data visualization. The very first challenge is choosing the right visualization. So this is the biggest challenge in data visualization, which says that selecting the appropriate visualization technique is quite challenging so that it can be represented effectively. There are numerous visualization techniques available, and selecting the right one requires understanding the data properly. Then the data quality is another challenge which requires high quality data. Inaccurate or incomplete or inconsistent data may be misleading or incorrect visualizations. When displaying the data, it is crucial to make sure it is accurate, consistent and comprehensive. Then the data overload. Another challenge in the data visualization is handling large and complex data sets when dealing with the large amount of data. It could be difficult to find meaningful insights in the visualization. Overemphasis on the aesthetics will lead to poor visualization. Also, it is very difficult to make the audience understand if the data is not represented properly. Then last but not least, technical expertise is required. For creating effective visualization, it often requires technical expertise in programming and statistical analysis. Data analysts and data scientists need to be familiar with the programming language, various visualization tools, and statistical concepts to create effective visualization. So that's all about data visualization. So if you have